Yeah, I think I'm gonna have a whole bunch of background noise on this one, but we here. The crazy part about this, man. Shout out to Roger. I was over there on his channel yesterday, and we was talking about some difference in sacrificing in the community and stuff. But I'm gonna get back to this. It's a mindset, man, to live your lifestyle. You know, I'm not gonna go too deep on this, but some people just need to be single. Some people need to remain single in order to, as they say, see that the grass is greener on the other side. Because when it boils down to it, man, it's crazy. Like, we're going through life, you know, off of someone else's dime trying to tell us that the grass is greener, and it goes and boils back to a mindset. People don't got it simply because, you know, that's what you're taught. Me and my friends, we had this little joke. We be what I'm saying, hitting on each other. And mainly the thing of it is we always say, I ain't ish cause you ain't ish. You know, if I'm not you know, somebody that's, a better person or can do this, you the same. We homeboys. We're around each other. We kick it with each other. So in the end, if I ain't amount to nothing in life, you ain't amount to nothing in life too, because you're around me, And that's the thing. Honestly speaking, you're supposed to elevate each other, ping off each other, to the point where, like, ladies, I was listening to some yesterday, and Crew Season podcast, and some key thing that they said that made sense. If you ain't got no long term friends, something going on. Either you've been crossed a lot, or you've been crossing other people, and they just Xing you out of their life. And that promoted something big because that shows some value in a lot of people. But going back to the topic at hand, man, it's a mindset that people have to be hood rich forever. To kind of grant yourself as being this whole big time individual in the hood. Outside of the hood, you what they call a needle in the haystack. You know how many people actually, put in work? How many people actually, you know, do the numbers and run the numbers that, you know, a lot of people are actually doing things in life. Like, what are you doing? When it comes down to it, man, why do I want to keep this mentality of just barely making above the poverty line? That's why I always try to focus and talk to people about, the mindset of you being better in life, trying to, build yourself up, go to school, you know, just in general, go get some therapy. Maybe you don't even need therapy. Maybe you just need to be motivated. Go read some books, go to some seminars, go to, you know, life coaches. Like, they have these life coaches that are online. You don't necessarily have to buy the products from these people, but take heed for the words that they're saying to encourage your mindset. And that's a developing honest truth when it comes to a lot of people. Just the mindset of them, put them in a state of mind to where they start losing in life. Nobody's there to support you. You don't have cheerleaders. When you're on the football team, when you're on the basket, any sports to a certain degree that have cheerleaders, those cheerleaders are rooting for you to make that touchdown, shoot that basketball. You know, those cheerleaders are that, like, to an extent, you don't have these cheerleaders in life. This self-validation is real. You have to be the biggest cheerleader for you. You technically, when you have kids and things, your kids are motivated because, you know, that's what you were inspired to do better, to reflect this on your kids and show them. But other than that, the mindset of you just, you know, being better than your next door neighbor, how's that working? You know, to be better than your next door neighbor, he don't have nothing, you don't have nothing. But yet you go by, let's take for instance, because I see this a lot. You in an apartment, but you go and buy a Mercedes Benz, and your neighbor has a Toyota. You're doing better to an extent, so you say, because you got a Mercedes and your neighbor got a Toyota. Distorted values, man. You rather put your money in a car than actually take that money and put it in know what I'm saying, home. You're in apartments, you know. Some people put no money down for cars. Some people lease the cars or whatever. But to the point being, man, that's what I'm talking about right there. You know, that hood rich mentality. And not say the least, rich people got it too. You know, they go out, well, I would say, yeah, rich people, because wealthy people don't worry about that. I know this guy, I was talking with him one day, and we was cracking up laughing at him. One of my old jobs I used to work, the owner comes out, and I think he's seen my shoes or another guy's shoes. Because I told him I spent about, I think I bought some New Balance or something like that. Oh, no, it was the Brooks. I bought some Brooks. And he's like, man, Brooks are expensive. And I was like, man, they good for my feet. I was like, I found out these are some excellent shoes. So I bought the Brooks and everything. And then turn around, the other guy had on a pair of Jordans. And he's like, man, them expensive. The guy literally said it was so funny. We was crying, laughing. I think he said his wife paid like between 28 or $38 for his whole outfit. And he had on some spray berries. He had on some khakis and a Docker shirt. So we looking at him. I know the numbers. So I'm like, that's not right. Like, what did she do? Buy from Goodwill or something? He's like, exactly. She bought the whole outfit from Goodwill. So I'm up there like, man, I know you a millionaire. Because it's the owner of the company, son, you know. So I'm telling him, I know you're a millionaire. So why are you dressing like this? And we was crying. I'm like, dude, you can buy new clothes. Why would you buy used clothes? He's like, the value is not in the clothes. The value is in the person that's wearing the clothes, that's representing all this stuff. And I'm like, but you don't got to do that. And it hold that value that I started thinking about in my mind, that, yeah, some priorities, not being placed in the right, spot is messing people up. And so I'm sitting there like, man, it's literally some situations that, need to be done right. Literally. But, like I said, I'm about to get ready to jump off of here. Gold Professor's about to jump on. But it's, considering yourself to be a little bit better than somebody else, we got to do better, man. You can't sit here and, try to elevate ourselves in life, and we're only doing the bare minimum, to an extent, than better than somebody else. We got to do better for ourselves and for our kids. Even if you don't have kids, at least do better for yourself. Like I said, going back to the mindset, just because I do a little better than my neighbor, I'm rich. All right. Like always, we here and we gone.